Yeah. Hello dear students, how are you? Today in this video, inshallah, we will be talking about division rules. So let's say Bismillah and start. First, guys, if I have 12 straws, okay, and I want to distribute these 12 straws equally into a number of cups, such that each cup I want to put four straws in each cup. So how many cups do I need? In this case, the number of cups is unknown, right? And I need to find it. So in this case, we have to distribute objects equally. In this way, we need to use division. So division is a way um, to represent how do you want to distribute objects equally into boxes or cups, for example, in our example, and so on. So here we have 12 as our dividend. So it's gonna be the number of straws that will be distributed equally. And we use the division sign as we knew it before. And now how many cups do we need is that needed number or the number that we want to find. But we need to put, or our task is to put three straws in each cup. So the number of straws is none. And now how many cups do we need? So you will ask yourself 12 divided by 3. If I want to what? I want to distribute 12 straws such that I need three straws in each cup. How many cups do I need? I need four cups exactly. Or you ask yourself a question, 3 times what? I get to 12 by writing the related multiplication sentence to the division. So you write, 4 times 3 equals 9. Equals 12. Okay, teacher. So in this way, the number is gonna be 4. It's a way to check, or it's a way to think, um, to get the answer that you want. Okay, guys. So that's it. Like, guys, if I said I have the number of cups. For example, I told you I have 12 straws, and I have 4 cups. أصلا originally 12 straws. I want to distribute them into 4 cups. So here 4 is the number of cups equals how many straws in each cup I need to find. So the same story, we are dividing it 12 by 4. So we are asking ourselves 4 times what? We get we get to 12. So of course the answer is gonna be what? It's gonna be 3. Teacher, okay. So if we wanna what? If we wanna find, or let's say we wanna share actually these straws equally into a known number of cups, or we wanna actually separate the straws into a required number of cups, we need to find it. We in both cases we are using division. Okay, guys, so these are the cases that we are using division. And so let's mention the parts that we are dealing with in the division sentences, and let's use this nice color. This part, guys, the first number in the division sentence on the left side, we call it dividend. But this part, we call it the divisor, okay? And the last part, I mean the answer, we call it the quotient. So we have 3 parts in our division sentence again. Dividend, the number that you are dividing, the number that you are, let's say in our example, which is the number of straws you are distributing or you are sharing. The divisor is the number of cups or the number of straws in each cup in both examples, and the quotient is the answer of your division, is how many cup do you have or how many straws in each cup according to the example that you are talking about. Okay, guys, so yes, this is what do we call it, division sentence and its parts. Teacher, is there another way to represent the division? Yes, of course. There is a way which is called a long division. Let's know it right now, or remember it, I mean. Okay. We can, instead of representing the division in this way, which is called short division, there is the opposite division sentence, which is called what? If we have short division, of course we have long division. Exactly. So let's try the long division sentence. We call it the step. Do you remember? We said it's like the step. Let me draw it again. Oops. Long division. Okay. Guys, the first step is to write the dividend here under the step. Do you remember? The position of the dividend is here. What about the other parts, teacher? The divisor is gonna be on the left side of the dividend, which is here. The 3 is gonna be on the left side of the step. And the very nice thing is the 4, I mean the quotient, is gonna be above. Let's remember it like this. The dividend is on the left side, the divisor on the right side, right? Uh, According to each other. So in the long division, they will make a switch. The 12 will be on the left side as you see here. And the 3, it's gonna be on the left side. Again, that this dividend, it became on the right side, and this divisor, it became on the left side. And the king is gonna be always above both of them. The quotient is gonna be above both of them. So in this way, we have the division sentence, I mean in the long division form. Guys, what do we call this? Dividend. What do we call this? Divisor. What do we call this? Quotient. What about this? Can you make it as a long division? Come on. 12 divided by 4. Excellent. The answer equals what? 3. Good job. Actually, it's supposed to be here. Okay. Now, our division rules in this lesson will be what? The first rule. When the divisor is 1, the quotient is the same as the dividend. For example, 8, which is our dividend, divided by 1. Look, your divisor is 1. You should know that your quotient is going to be the same exactly of the dividend. Why, teacher? Because of course we know that 1 times what? We get 8. Of course it's going to be 8. So this is why it's totally true. But teacher, what about long division? We said if your dividend it is whatever and your divisor is 1, of course your quotient is going to be the same of the dividend, which is 8 here. So teacher, 7 divided by 1, of course it's going to be 7. So teacher, 0 divided by 1, of course it's going to be 0, because anything divided by 1 is going to be the same thing, the same dividend. Oh teacher, 6 divided by 1, of course it is 6. Great job. When the divisor is, when the divisor and dividend are the same number, the quotient is always 1. 5 divided by 5 is 1. The number divided by itself is always 1 because of what? 5 times what? We get 5. Of course, it's going to be 1. Cool. And the long division, 5 divided by 5 by itself, I mean, it is 1. So let's see this. 6 divided by 6, it is 1. 3 divided by 3, it is 1. Cool. 9 divided by 9, it is 1. Cool. So the same number of dividend. The quotient is going to be the same of the dividend if the quotient of if sorry, your quotient is gonna be 1 always if your dividend and divisor are the same, okay? When the dividend is 0, the quotient is 0. Oh, teacher, whatever the divisor was? Yes, of course, teacher. Look, 0 divided by anything in the world. Anything, huh? I will write anything. It's a little bit slowly, I know. Oops. Come on. Anything to remember. So 0 divided by anything is always 0. Okay, guys? So 0 divided by 5, 0. 0 divided by 4, 0. Um, Here it was an example by both cases, by the way, by rule number 2 and rule number 1. Rule number 1 and rule number 3. 0 divided by 1, always 0, and we answered it. 0 divided by 2, 0. Okay, take this. 0 divided by 700. Oh, teacher, it is impossible. No, at all. 0 divided by anything, it is 0. Come on. Right? Exactly. And the last one, the divisor can never be 0. You will never see something like this. 9 divided by 0, or 1 divided by 0, or 6 divided by 0. You will never see something like this, I mean. Number, for example, 9 divided by 0. It is impossible, guys. So you will never see something like this, okay? Let's check our knowledge. A number divided by itself, we said 1. 0 divided by any number, we said 0. 5 divided by itself, we said 1. Okay, 7 divided by itself, we said 1. 0 divided by 7, we said 0. When the dividend is 0, of course the quotient is 0. When 0 divided by 9, it is 9. When 8, oops. When 8 divided by 8, it is 1. We say, type teacher, what if we have a 9 divided by 1? Of course, it is 9. Because what? 9 or any number else divided by 1, which is your divisor, which is a special. 9 divided by 1 or whatever number divided by 1 is the same number. So it is 1. 8 divided by 1, it is 8. 4 divided by 1, it is 4. What else? 1 divided by 1. It is 1. Good job. You can take it as any number divided by itself is 1, or 1 divided by 1. And we said when 1 is a divisor, so the answer is the same of the dividend. Excellent. 9 divided by 9, it is 1. 3 divided by 1, it is 3. Amazing. 0 divided by 3 is 0. Cool. Take this. The dividend is 7. So So your dividend is 7, the first number on the left side of the division sentence, and your quotient is 1. So the answer of the division sentence is 1. What is the divisor? So we don't know what is the number on the right side in this division sentence. 7 divided by what? We get 1. But teacher, I remember one of the division rules says that any number divided by itself is 1. So of course the divisor is gonna be what? Special 1. Good job. Yes. So the answer is gonna be 7. Cool. Take this. The divisor is 4, which means the number on the right side of the division sign. يعني no any mention for the dividend. And the quotient is 1, which is the answer. What is the dividend? Here, we don't know what is the dividend. So, what divided by 4 equals 1? What is the number what is the number which is divided by 4? The answer is gonna be 1. We said the same division rule says that when the dividend is 4, when the dividend and divisor are the same, so of course the quotient is gonna be 1. So of course it's gonna be 4 too. Okay, take this. It's a tricky. The divisor is 5. So here, the divisor is gonna be 5. The quotient is 5. Okay, teacher. What is the dividend? I didn't tell you that the quotient is 1. I told you the divisor is 5. Sorry, the quotient is 5. And I'm asking you to find the dividend. So what divided by 5 is 5? I didn't tell you guys that what is the number I divided by 5, I get 1. Yani I didn't say 5 divided by 5 equals 1. So I mean one of them is hidden, so find one of them, find the dividend or so on. I didn't say that the quotient is 1, the quotient is 5. So what is the number? Let's think. Or let's find the related multiplication sentence. 5 times 5 equals this unknown number. 5 times 5, 25. Cool. So in this way, we knew this dividend, which is a 25 here inside this square. Okay, the other questions, let's take this one for example. How should four friends share 24 apples equally? We said if there is sharing a process and equal, of course, so we are using division. So we have a 24, which is your dividend, divided by four friends. And you will find the quotient, okay? And what about here? If you have Dale and four friends, so the total number of friends that you want to share 15 oranges among them equally are 5. So you have 15 oranges divided by 5 friends, not 4, because you have 4 friends and Dale. Don't forget Dale. It's gonna be sad if we forgot him. So we're gonna have the 3 and so on. Good luck, guys. And if you have any question, your teacher will be happy answering you. Thank you.